my viewers from around the world. This is Smart Mado Ajaja, the convener of Open Nigeria and Africa Unite, and the anchor of Nigeria Now at ONN, and the Nightingale Radio International. It's a beautiful morning here, raining. It's raining here, but I love to see this rain. It's not that bad of a rain, but it's just the weather is generally cool here because it was heating up a little bit. So as we head into the spring, yes, the flowers are blooming. I think this will be a huge boost, for those upcoming flowers and trees that died from freezing as a result of the extreme cold weather that happens sometime uh, in January and part of February. And we are here. How are you? Mission. If you're joining us for the first time, as usual, we welcome you. We thank you for taking your time off to be part of our stream. Most of the things we do here are organic. All the contents are from our intellectual realm, and we love that. We want to be a different medium, for passing information, real information to the people of Nigeria. Yes. Thank you very much for your support, those who have been with us for a very long time, and we are welcoming new members, and help us, to reach more people by sharing our streams and commenting. So YouTube and Facebook will be recommending our our streams to viewers from around the world. So we thank you for thank all those who share our streams, who share our broadcast. We can't thank you enough. But we are in this together. We must continue to expand the scope and our horizon to bring more people on board, for us to share and cross pollinate ideas that will help us build a beautiful world. Thank you. What I'm talking about today is welcoming you to Nigeria, my country where I was born in 1962. Yes, where it is clear, it appears that the country is designed to never do anything right. Yes, everything about Nigeria is like deliberately wrong. And the country is such a beautiful edifice of a country, and sorry, we have been punished. I don't know if anyone is punishing us, or we have decided to punish ourselves for 3 generations with some of the most ridiculous leadership, horrible leadership that has ever been known anywhere on the surface of this earth. And it is for that purpose we are coming every day to do what we can to have Nigerians have a rethink about the type of leadership that they bring about, and how the process of choosing leaders. That is why we are here. Nigeria is a country where something as simple as conducting a census is impossible. Something as easy as counting how many people there are in Nigeria, or there is in Nigeria, is a big problem. You know why? People with crazy, selfish interests will make it impossible. They don't understand why censuses are necessary. They don't understand why it is most important to declare a sincere census figure. Yeah, they don't understand that censuses are organized, first of all, to know how many people there is in Nigeria, and then look at the resources in the country, and then to plan strategically, yes, for strategic national planning. Yes, and in a growing and more complicated world right now, So your idea of your census helps you plan and project, yes, in a manner that nobody will be left behind. Yes. But in Nigeria, no. They deliberately make it not work. They politicize it. You see people inflating census figures in order to have, I don't know what type of outcome. Hey, hello. EF9KYDD. Hi, hello, how are you? Thank you for joining. Please share this stream so other people will join. Yes. So Nigeria is a multi-ethnic country. So there's this rivalry, unnecessary rivalry. Hello, Fong. Fong, how are you? Where are you joining from? Thank you very much for joining. Yes. So they bring this rivalry into everything. Some people want to be seen or known as the bigger population in Nigeria. What it gives them, I don't know. What benefit they derive from doing that, I don't know. So they mess up the whole idea of organizing a census. So at the end of the day, and as we speak, we don't know the actual population of Nigeria. I've lived here in the United States for 29 years. When the censuses are done, heads of families count how many people are in their families, and then complete the form, and then you put it in the mail. Census is done. Because everybody knows the system is well organized. You know, that you cannot fake it, even if some people try to fake it. But it will not work. Because you have markers of identity. It's impossible for anybody to cheat. In the north of Nigeria, they will tell you that they have a Buddha system where you cannot come into their homes to count family members. Okay, we don't even need it anymore. We need a national database because that has always been the excuse that they don't want people coming into their homes to see their wives, as if anybody will come in there and start raping their wives. But now that system is obsolete. We are in the 21st century. So we have, all of us now got phones. We can use our phones to supply the data. The National Data Center should create, but it will not create. We're doing things the old Stone Age ways. Yes, what has been abandoned by all the countries on earth is what we are still practicing. The reason is because some people don't want it to work. So they will continue to have that phantom and fake numeric superiority that does not really exist. Looking at the conditions that support the biology of reproduction. All right? So we are from a country where places with ecological disasters that do not support the type of reproduction that we see that produces the kind of population we are told is impossible. But that is the country, and that is why we must change. Population censuses are not organized to know for any racial supremacist idea or implication or interest. It is done. It is done. It is done for strategic national planning that will incorporate or involve the placement of everybody for benefit. Yes. So they know how to appropriate and apportion benefits for citizens. And it doesn't matter where you are. If you are it doesn't stop you from being your Yoruba person. So you don't have to travel out of your place. You don't have to move to the east, to the Igbo land, in order to be counted. You have to be counted wherever you find yourself in the country. Okay, I've been counted so many times here in the. You don't have to return to Nigeria to be counted before I came back again. I come back to the United States. Wherever you stay is home. And that is where the problem of the Nigerian citizenship is. We don't understand what our citizenship entails. We don't understand that our citizenship is such that everywhere in Nigeria is home. Yes, everywhere you move to is home. Everywhere you benefit, from the promise of the country, from any and everywhere you are. So the Nigerian people need some serious education. We have a national orientation agency that is doing everything but do their work. They stay there and appropriate money for the agency. A few people pocket it and they don't do anything to educate the people about their right to the citizenship of Nigeria, so that they don't have to be wasting time fighting one another over nothing. Yes, that is one. We can't count ourselves. As we speak right now, we only project how many Nigerians are. Yes, we project because the country does not have the type of database, central database that other countries of the world have. And creating that database is the easiest thing to do. But the political will to do it and do it right is not there. Yes. And then we want to be this Eldorado of a country. We claim that we are the giants of Africa. A giant of Africa that cannot count itself is a dwarf. Nigeria is not the giant of Africa. Let's stop wasting the time of Africans. If we want to be giants of Africa, we must go back to the drawing board and start doing things right. And population census is one of them. We must depoliticize counting of Nigerians. We must count Nigerians the way it is. We must stop going the habit of importing Nigerians into Nigeria to count. We must stop importing Chadians into Nigeria to be counted as Nigerians. We must stop importing Malians to be counted inside Nigeria as Nigerians. Yes. And all this happened, especially in the north of Nigeria. Down the south of Nigeria, I'm not sure that Nigerians are bringing Beninese into Nigeria to count. Nigerians are not inviting Ghanaians into Nigeria to be counted as Nigerians. Nigerians are not bringing, the Nigerians in the south of Nigeria are not bringing Togolese into Nigeria to be counted because they look structurally about the same. Yes. This fraud of a population is conducted two different ways. People by inflating figures and then importing population from especially the north of Nigeria to be counted inside Nigeria as Nigeria. And now we ask questions about how terrorists have invaded our country. All the terrorists that are attacking Nigeria come from the northern flank of our country. So we need to do something. We need to be honest about what we have been doing. And there are people who don't want to demonstrate this honesty. Yes. Because they are not Nigerians. If you are a true Nigerian, you will not be sabotaging your country. True citizens don't sabotage their countries. True citizens defend and protect their countries. Yes. But in Nigeria, we are doing an opposite of that. We sabotage the country one way or the other through processes like this, through census, inflating figures. Yes, bringing people who have nothing to do with being Nigerians into Nigeria to be counted as Nigerians in order that we have this false numerical supremacy over the rest of Nigeria, and which benefit only a few people, yes, especially those who parade themselves as northern leaders to dupe the country. They rob the citizens. including citizens from their immediate environment. They expose them to security dangers like we are suffering in Nigeria now. So something that we have to think. This is not meant to offend anybody, but this is the truth. And we all know the whole Namu mentality is what is killing Nigeria right now. That is how the country's national security has been compromised. Number two, Nigerians, when they don't know how to organize political parties. Political parties in Nigeria is a house of joke. Jokes drive the political parties in Nigeria. Jokes driven by personal selfish interests, not the interest of the country. So when political parties are organized, they are organized for the benefit of people. That is why you see them moving from one political party to the other like headsmen. Yes. Political parties in Nigeria do not run on any known ideology. Political parties in Nigeria run on the ideology of those, corrupt ideology of those who drive them. So whenever things don't go their way, you see them defecting. That is why you see a lot of people right now, even as bad as the APC is. APC, a terrorist organization, fronting as a political party in Nigeria. You need to see how Nigerians are moving. A political party that has destroyed the country. A political party driven by those who mastermind terrorism and banditry in Nigeria. A political party driven by those who have wrecked the economy of Nigeria. Yes. A political party under whose leadership millions, 600,000 Nigerians died last year. And only God knows who died, how many died in the past, going to 16 years that they have been in power. Yes. Now, you know what? Nigerians are driving into that party like mad, because that is where those with the money of the country is. So instead of them standing up to fight and defend their country, Nigerians will move in there. So that is why Nigerians cannot get anything done by standing up. That is why Nigerians cannot stand up for their country, because they are cheap, mostly cheap, and they are looking for easy way out. The more they look for those easy way out, the more the country dies. Nigeria is dead. Nigeria is a failed state. Yes, they cannot. And then where they run and political party primaries. Political party primaries is where they screen out the good people. The real leaders of Nigeria are not able to make it through the process of being elected from their political parties, because either they don't have the money to buy delegate votes. Yes, they run a delegate system. If you don't have the money to buy delegates, you cannot emerge as a candidate. So it's either those people don't want to compromise principles. Yes, if you don't have the money to buy delegates ahead of political party primaries, forget it. Forget it. You are not going to get anywhere. So that is the foundation of corruption in Nigeria. So if you have money to buy delegates, now that political time, that period of political party primaries is a period where corrupt Nigerians who are elected or chosen as delegates, that is when it's their season, according to them, to make money. They will collect money from all the aspirants. We take time to go round them and give them money. All right. At the end of the day, they amass all this money for them, but for themselves, to elect crabs, to elect thieves. So the good guys are screened out. Good guys like me, I was a victim. Yeah, so I know what is taking place. I am sharing my political diary with the world right now. What is taking place? Why Nigeria will never will never move forward beyond this hell it is in unless the people change their ways. So at that political party primary levels, they do a lot of damage. They screen out all the good people and then present criminals, present thugs, present bandits, present terrorists, present vagabonds as potential leaders of Nigeria. And now they go into the political party election proper, the election between political parties. Oh man, hell is let loose. You have money to be buying individual Nigerians who are voting. 1,000 naira each. It's not like a lot of money outside Nigeria, but because of the level of poverty, the massive poverty in Nigeria, 1,000 naira to some poor people is a lot of money. They will sell their votes. They lose sense of right to choice. They lose sense of quality. They lose sense of decency. They lose sense of morality. And they choose thieves as leaders. A lot of times, when these thieves are chosen, the opposing thieves will go to court. So you see Nigerians spending 4 years preparing for an election. They go through the fake political party primaries. They go into the election proper. Then after that, a clear winner will never emerge. The court now has to decide the winner. That is another area where money has to be spent. The judges are bought. Lawyers make a windfall out of it. The highest bidder who pays the judge the highest money is declared winner. And that was why in many cases, one classical one in Imo State, the current governor of Imo State, Hope Uzodinma, he came forth in an election. He came forth in an election, governorship election. He came forth, a distant forth, through the fraud, yes, that is involved. You know what? He went to court. They went to court. He was declared winner ahead of the 3 contenders ahead of him. That is how rotten. Nigeria is rotten. Nigeria is totally rotten. Nigeria needs to be, the Nigerian system needs to be dismantled. And that is what we are calling for. We are not afraid saying it because there's nothing. There's nothing. The country is sitting on the foundation of fraud. On all front, the country is a dead country. The reason the country is still existing is because of the money that we in the diaspora are sending to Nigeria. Last year, it was estimated that the diaspora Nigerians sent over 30 billion into the country, which is like more than half of the country's annual budget. Yes, the politicians will steal everything. The money we send reverses to some extent what they have stolen. And the people are there following like cattle. Yes. So you see how corrupt Nigeria is. I am a proud Nigerian, but I am not proud of the type of Nigeria we have. That's not the Nigeria that I want to see. It has never gotten this bad. It is now so bad. It is now so bad. Yes. So, this is the reason Nigeria will never produce the type of leadership that will drive the country anywhere but hell. You see what I'm saying? This is it. This is it. The people of Nigeria on their own, yes, are very poor. Very, very poor. They have been decimated by poverty. Begging is a culture now in Nigeria.